Not his fault. People got angry with me. Why are you protecting this man? I only said if he resigns, then Sonia Gandhi will get a chance to choose somebody else only. That's the only difference. No. Is there anyone better than him? No. Prime Minister is a boneless wonder, but he has personally not taken money. All the other congressmen are boneless wonders, but they have taken money. So in what way are matters going to improve? The whole UPA goes, I have no problem. But why only Manmohan Singh? From day one he has been a boneless wonder. Not in this office only, even I knew him as a professor. For some time he was my economic advisor when I was Commerce Minister. He was my economic advisor. I brought him back from Geneva. He had run away from the country saying, I'm disgusted. He had left the country in 1988. And I brought him back in 91. So therefore, I know him very well. He's personally honest, but that's not good enough. Bhishmacharya was a great noble soul. But he watched Draupadi being disrobed. So Krishna said, you can't forgive him. Just because he's your teacher, just because he told Arjuna that. So where there's a big moral wrong, he has to be. And therefore in a general war, we can knock off Manmohan Singh, no problem. And prosecute him once UPA is out of power for dereliction of duty. But at this stage, I didn't agree. But as a consequence, I was able to file this complaint, and then CBI was directed to commence investigation, and Raja went. Once Raja went, we found out that the money route for Karanjal TV. So she was the moving spirit, Kanimuri. She's also a special friend of Raja. So why should I separate Raja and Kanimuri? So she went. Now Dayanidhi Maran, he went for a different reason. One of the people who got the license was Shiv Shankaran of Aircel, that time of Aircel. But Dayanidhi Maran forced him by denying him everything, even though he had got the license, saying you sell to this man, otherwise you are going to get nothing. All your sunk money is sunk. So the man sold, and he sold it to a Malaysian. Now here's another national security angle. This Malaysian, Ananta Krishnan, is a man who has been laundering LTT money. So now a Malaysian owns Aircel, Etisalat, Telenor, Docomo. So many foreign companies have come. Do you think in this country you find that many foreign companies? In fact, they won't allow. They won't allow Huawei, for example, in this country. Because Huawei is getting equipment from the Chinese army. I'm not against China. I would like a good relations with China, but it doesn't mean that I say my house is your house. That's not what we have to do for national security. So this has happened. Now, in the process, when Manmohan Singh came under fire, why did you agree to this low price? Manmohan Singh, to save his skin, or maybe he was a simpleton, he said in his reply that it was decided in 2003 during the NDA rule that the spectrum price will be decided by two ministers, the Minister of Finance and the Minister of Telecom, and then they will report to the cabinet. That was 2003. In 2006, I further diluted that by saying that the two ministers will decide, and what they decide shall be final. And they don't even have to report to the cabinet. They have to just inform the Prime Minister. This he said in the floor of Parliament. He said it in press conferences. He said it to me. So I began digging through RTI, and lo and behold, it's there in my book. I found a letter of Chidambaram, who was then Finance Minister, to Raja, saying, you and I have to decide the price. Let us meet and then inform the Prime Minister. There is also a letter there's also a file note of Raja, saying that Chidambaram suggested that for the larger good of the country, that means him and some others in the Congress party, larger good, the price should be fixed at 2001. Now you tell me, if Raja is in jail on a charge that you charge 1/10 of the price, but he didn't decide alone. He could not decide alone. Chidambaram is also a signatory. I asked for the minutes of those meetings, and they said the minutes have disappeared. But I don't have to worry about that, because I've got the basic letter where Chidambaram is written to Raja that you and I have to decide and inform the PM. I have also the Prime Minister's statement on the floor of Parliament, plus of course press conference, and then to me by way of letter, that these two were to decide. They decided, told me, and there's nothing I could do, because that was the law. That was the policy decision taken, that these two will decide. So in the process today, the process of arresting has started. People say, why haven't you caught this man, why haven't you caught that man, why is Tata outside, why is Birla outside? Let me tell you, we have a judicial strategy. When I go to court, it's not bigger than this room, by the way. Not even that entire, it's right up to that point, this room. And this poor magistrate alone is sitting. I and the CBI counsel are standing. We have got 25 accused already, which includes Shahid Balwaz, it includes Unitech MD, all these people. They're all there. They all come with 5 lawyers, all high-priced lawyers. Even Jetmalani is coming for Kannimuri. And they are shouting at this poor judge, you see. He's a tough guy. But he told me one day, the other day, you're going away to Harvard? I said, yes. He said, come back quickly, because I can't face these people, because I reply usually. And then he said, no fighting here in court and all that, but the work is done. So, if I start now having all the people at one blow, this case will not proceed. It will be tied up in one technicality after another. Even these people are making life very, very difficult. So therefore, the idea is Raja's gone, then Kannimuri gone, Dayanidhi will go in 2 weeks' time, August Chidambaram will go. So if Raja is going, then Rani also must go. So Delhi ki Rani and Madras ka Raja. Now all this money is gone, can we get it back? Yes. The work is going on, and all the governments have agreed to cooperate, and the reports have started coming. And I can say one thing, if you have a government which is sincere, then in no time you can get all this money back. But the governments today to date have all been compromised governments. I had written to the government saying, Rahul Gandhi, you see what happened is, Rajiv Gandhi and I were very, very good friends. I mean, not that I agreed with him on what he was doing or I participated in all his nefarious activities. But before, I had nothing to do with it. If I had something to do with it, by now my name would have been on the front page. I mean, so many people they're all the time looking at me through a microscope, find out what is wrong, what you can say against this fellow. So, but he was my friend, and I can't have only devtas as friends. You see, there are not many devtas who are walking on this earth. So, as long as you don't participate in their illegal activities, you can be friends with people who you like. So he was a person I liked a lot, and he also was very, very friendly with me. And one day he told me that, you see, this Rahul Gandhi, my son Rahul, you must get him into Harvard. I told him he's failing left, right and center. Harvard won't even touch him. So he said, no, now he has got through Doon School. How he got through Doon School, I don't know. But he did. So he says, he can be admitted. He was in St. Stephen's College on a rifle shooting quota. plus the fact that he was declared himself as Christian. So he got into St. Stephen's, but then he failed the Hindi exam, and he's representing UP. This is UP wala should answer this.